Little geometry today. I wanted to talk about same side interior angles, and I also wanted to talk about corresponding angles really quickly. So we have these we have this transversal set up across these two parallel lines. Just want to remind you again what a transversal is. It's a line, a ray, or a segment that intersects two or more coplanar lines, rays, or segments, each at a different place. These lines, this one here and this one here, in this case, they are parallel. Our lines are parallel, but transversals do not have to, the lines do not have to be parallel. All right? So the segments that are cut by the transversals, again, do not have to be parallel. And it's going to be important later to have remembered that, so people kind of get lost in that thing. So this is what we're finding. We're trying to prove the same side interior. Let this be the interior here, right? And I'm not trying to be funny, but same side because they're on the same side of the transversal. And I'm trying to convince you that these things are supplemental. That is, that when you add them together, you're going to get 180 degrees. So they're supplemental angles. And why I think that's true is that if you could move this yellow line down, force this yellow line down, then this would be 3 here, wouldn't it, instead of 7? Or if you could force this yellow line up instead of 1, this would be 5, wouldn't it? And we know that the angles here, from here to here, is 180 degrees, isn't it? So we know that they are supplemental. That is to say that the measure of angle 3 plus the measure of angle 5 will have to equal 180 degrees. Okay? And you can see that 6 and 4 are interior, are same side interior angles also. All right? So I hope that's really helpful. Let's move down and see if we can find the other thing that we were supposed to be talking about. Maybe I went to the wrong page, and of course I did. So let's take a look at that. So here we go again. Now we're going to look at these corresponding angles. And by corresponding, I think you can see how I try to teach this. I always try to get students to imagine that they could lift the line up. So if you could lift, let's make this line blue right here. If you could pick this blue line up and just go straight up with it, you could make this line go up, couldn't you? And up, and it would lay right on top of this line. So hopefully you can see that angle 2 and angle 5 are corresponding, right? If we lifted this blue line up, the 5 would be right on top of the 2, wouldn't it? So they're congruent angles. They're the same angle. So they're congruent. I hope this is really helpful to you guys. I usually, as you know, I'm teaching trig and I'm teaching calculus, but I thought I'd try this because I know that this is a really important subject. So your feedback is terrific, and if you would also please subscribe, that would be great, and try to take it easy on me.